Well, hello, YouTube. Happy 2025. Happy New Year, and welcome back to whatever we call any of these things with Lady Mac. Author Carissa McIntyre here, and I wanted to start off the new year, my first video, by first saying thank you. I'm forever grateful that you guys are here in whatever capacity, whether you just watch my videos, whether you're subscribed, whether you are a reader of my work or whatever. I haven't always put as much work into my YouTube channel as I should have. In the beginning, it was more just kind of background filler and where I put some of my readings. But I am excited to let you guys know that over the Christmas holidays, I rolled over 1,000 subscribers, which is a big deal for a little indie author like me. And I can now monetize my channel. But I will probably have very little monetized on my channel, just all things considering. But that does mean I just wanted to make note that some videos I can monetize, and in which case I just need to watch my language. And those are honestly mostly just like the books that I've read, because I do read some young adult books and I do read a variety of novels that are not like super, that kind of nature. And I did mention in one of my last videos that I have been going back to school, and I was debating making a second channel that had some things tied into what I do now. I know myself enough to know that that's too much work for me. I struggle keeping up with everything as it is. But there is definitely a way that I can merge those together. I'm not quite ready to talk about what I've been going to school for or what I'm doing, but it is health related in a sense that I can tie it into education, in which case I can tie it all back into this. So instead of moving some of my stuff to a second channel, I will also just keep it here, but also keep it, because it's not really like, it's not the R-rated stuff. That will still happen. I am going to post a Valentine's reading coming up soon, but of course that will not be able to be finished. Can't have that happy part of the ending because it's not allowed on here regardless. And even though I've mentioned it a few times, I did take that stuff off of my Patreon site because it's too difficult for me to run all of these technical aspects that I am juggling, especially with going back to school, with still writing, with making content creation. Like, I can only wear so many hats. And until I have a more consistent and reliable, maybe team or multiple people, or at least one very talented person who can help me. Oh, I guess I got cute pigtails on, but I don't want them to rub the mic. Until I can find some consistency within others to help, and that's not on, I don't mean that in that, I just mean like I need consistent help with editing and with technical stuff if I'm going to continue to run my Patreon or any other video kind of channels. Because I'm not techie. I'm really not. I mean, right now I'm having some friends help me work through some like computer stuff that I'm embarrassed to say like I should know, but I don't. And there are a lot of avenues in my life where I probably work a lot harder than smarter, because I've never been a technology person. I have always been a like open up Word document and write, or open up Facebook and write, or like, can I create engaging content, and can I make, like, I can make video stuff and I can make things, but I can't do technical stuff. I suck. And every time I start hitting one too many roadblocks, I just kind of put them to the side, and then there's like 17 roadblocks, and I'm overwhelmed. And then when I do get somebody to help, they're like, well, I can help with this, but like, oh, you've got a lot of backlog here. And then it just becomes. So I have been really focused over the past few months more on stuff that I am capable of doing and just creating and going back to school and writing and putting out there what I can put out there and removing from my plate the stuff that was out of my realm of expertise. And Patreon was not the only thing. And before somebody is like, well, I run a Patreon and it's really easy. I can't upload videos straight to Patreon. I have to have them on an alternative platform. I'm not an approved. There's like different creator levels on Patreon. And I don't know if it's just Canada or if it's like where I fit in, but I'm not approved to upload videos directly to Patreon. You have to have an outside video source that you can upload videos on. And for most people, putting them on YouTube as a private link is perfectly fine. But guess what? Even those private links on YouTube have to follow YouTube guidelines. And my full-length readings do not follow those guidelines. So I cannot put them on YouTube as a hidden link and then link them to Patreon. I have to put them on another video platforming source. And a lot of them also follow those same guidelines. There's like a dozen ones that would be fantastic if what I was doing. And if you're new here, what I mean by like my stuff is R-rated is that I read my readings. So there's naughty words that I can't say. So that's just that. I thought of a loophole for Patreon, but then the technical side just became very overwhelming. And once I've put in one too many things off, then I have hours worth of work and a lot of money to pay somebody to start digging me out of, and it's a lot. So because I keep, my last two videos have questions about Patreon, even though I did discuss it a little bit. I'm sorry that I've just capitalized on a bunch of time, but I'm hoping that I've now like thoroughly explained why I've had to take that down. If there are people in my social circle that I could trust, that we have some kind of rapport, if you can help walk me through some things, if you can help with stuff, like I'm not asking for handouts. Like sometimes I can pay for stuff. I can't do it myself. And I don't like delegating a lot of the things I struggle with to complete strangers because I do not wish to give a stranger some kind of control over anything. I would also then need to take a step back and like check passwords and apps and accounts, and like there's a lot, right? There's a lot. So, anywho, that's that. All that is to say that yes, I will be continuing everything with this channel. I'm not going to branch into anything new because I'm already, as soon as I heard those words come out of my mouth, I was like, well, that sounds great in theory, Carissa, but no, because I can't continue to put more work on my plate than I can realistically do. And I am being very honest with myself about that. And also in the bigger scheme of things, they are related. I am going down a health path with my education that can absolutely be, and what I want to do is bring it all full circle into what I do now in a sense, which will make sense when I talk about it more. Schooling is going really good. I think the lowest I've gotten on any of my tests is like a 94. I am absolutely rocking it. I'm loving it. I'm doing really good because your girl here is very smart. I am steadily working on my next book release. It will be The Octopus. So I say I had plans for it to be like a graphic comic novel of sort. Comic is probably not the right word because that sounds like haha funny. But graphic comic. And I thought that would be fun, and like the original idea behind that came when I had a different artist social circle of business networking friends, and some of them have moved on to other things, and one has moved entirely. And yes, I know we have technology and it's not impossible to work with people outside of the country, but plans just pivoted for a lot of people there. And so I kept calling it just going to be a short story. Very graphic, about a girl and an octopus. So you can check that out. Eventually, I will be sharing some sneak peeks of that on my mail list, so I highly suggest you go check that out. And let's see. I gotta think here for a second. I didn't make any notes. I just kind of jumped into this and was like, hey guys, I got my channel to 100 people or 1,000 people, and I'm really excited, and I have stuff coming up. And I just kind of wanted to let you know why I would be, oh yeah, so that will be why some of my, and I'm going to test the waters with this one. I should probably take that word I said out, and otherwise I will just see if I can post this as monetized and see what happens. Yeah, none of my other videos I've literally ever made could probably ever be, but I will, yeah. So when I do the books that I read in 2024, the recap of the last few months and like some books that I've read now, I will probably just be a little more mindful of certain words that I use, but that's about it. Yeah, most of my videos will still not be monetized. So please go get my books, guys. I wrote 11. Yeah, I wrote 11 books. Wrote a lot of books. And you can find them all on Amazon or Kindle Unlimited or at ladymacxo.com if you want a signed copy. They are on the adult romance side. Yeah, so upcoming will be the books that I read, and I do have a February reading. I don't know what I'm going to read yet, but it will be a good one. Okay. Oh, and my speech. I did promise my speech, and I made a YouTube short about it, and then I never followed up with that. I am going to share some of the speech that I spoke at the Women's Gala. I thought that would be really nice. I'm not going to share the whole thing, but I will edit parts of it in, kind of tucked in with bits of me talking maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. I wing a lot of things. You guys know that. If this is your very first video, welcome to the Hot Mess Show. I hope you are buckled in because it's going to be up and down a lot this year with a whole variety of things. If you are a longtime viewer, gosh, I love you. Thank you for being here. That's about it. Thanks for helping me get to 1,000 subs. Thanks for helping making this possibly a helpful channel in my income journey as being an indie starving artist. Not really a starving artist anymore, but you know, we're not like we're like one rung up now. We're getting there. It's been amazing. It's been quite the journey. Okay. That's everything for me before I have to do too much editing. I'm really grateful that you guys are here. Thank you so much. And I hope the new year was very kind to you. And I hope this coming year is amazing because you deserve it.